If you've ever wondered what the actual profit is of a simple rank and rent website or a piece of digital real estate with the rank and rent model, so did I. And I'm gonna share this. This is speaking from hundreds of sites. And I'm also going to build in some added costs that I have because of the way that I sell, okay? So if you are just a rank and rent type person, you're gonna spend 4 to 6 months actually ranking and then go and rent. It's gonna be different. The way that I sell it is I go and sell the deal first, and then I rank it while it's being rented, making a profit the whole time. So here's the cost that you're gonna need to factor in. First and foremost, you're going to need to factor in your domain. I use some of the mainstream tools. I know I pay a premium, but I don't like to geek out on all this different stuff and have my own servers and all these things. So I just use regular tools. Like I use GoDaddy. So GoDaddy, I'm pretty sure a domain, just guessing, is about 20 bucks. I think it's 18. It might be less. I always like to do the security, the privacy stuff, because the first couple of years in business, I was cheap and I didn't spend the $9.99 per year. And because of that, my number was just out there, and I got call after call after call after call. I still get them, but it's definitely gone down. So I do spend the 10 bucks a year. So it's about 20 bucks. I think it's like 18 something every time I check out for a 12-month plan. And I usually do a year because I don't exactly know where that project's gonna go. I'm not 100% sure. I don't go and buy 5-year deals the first year, okay? So I buy a year. So you can factor in about 20 bucks a year. Let's call it $1 and some change per month. Then you gotta factor in hosting. Now, this is gonna change. This is gonna vary a lot depending on what platform you use. Now, I know some of you guys are gonna be, oh, go WordPress, do WordPress. These other ones are too expensive. And I know, I understand that WordPress is a lot cheaper. But if you're somebody that's like me, that's like, I didn't have a WordPress background, I didn't have that knowledge, I didn't want to spend, and I still stand by this, and I would advise those of you that are just getting into this, it's not worth the squeeze to spend the additional time to learn WordPress. If you already know it, feel free, go use it. But if you're somebody that, like me, 6 years ago, I didn't even know what hosting was. I didn't even know that it was called the domain. I didn't know what GoDaddy was and HostGator. I didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't know Weebly existed. I didn't know Wix existed. I didn't know anything. And so for those of you that were in that boat or closer to that boat, use a web builder. And I know it costs more money. It's gonna cost you 8 to 15 bucks per month for hosting. I get it. But guys, when I tell you what these margins are, you're gonna realize this is a drop in the bucket. The reason that it gets expensive for most people, and the reason everyone's like WordPress, is because everyone is doing the rank and rent model, which I think is wrong. You're incurring all the costs up front, hoping that the site ranks, hoping that you can get a client, hoping that there's somebody even wants to buy your leads. I don't build anything until I've gotten the credit card on file. So I'm actually using other people's money for this whole process anyway. It's beautiful, okay? So we got our hosting, we've got our domain, and then you're gonna have your call tracking number, okay? You can use a variety of tools. What I personally use, and this is not a plug, I don't have a affiliate, whatever. By the way, if I ever do, I will tell you that I do, and I will ask you to click on it. I don't. I use CallRail. It's a great platform. I have all my numbers on there, and I have so many numbers. It's really, really cheap. It's a couple bucks a number. But I think in the beginning, if you use like a basic CallRail plan, you're probably gonna pay 5 to 10 bucks per number per month, okay? Again, if you sell the way I sell, you're not even using your own money. But even if you are, it's a drop in the freaking bucket when I tell you these margins, okay? So those are the major things that you're gonna pay for. I'm not gonna factor in like tools that you might need, like if you need to have a subscription to a tool that like a Ahrefs or a SEMrush or whatever. I'm not even gonna talk about those because we're just talking about an individual website, okay? So if you are running a business or you're building a website and you're doing the rank and rent model, it's gonna take you 4 to 6 months, right? But that's it. Those are your costs. So I don't even know what that was. You're talking like less than $50 per month, okay? Literally less than $50 per month. And if you've watched my other videos about what you can actually make, my lowest priced client is paying $1,000 plus per month. The ones that are paying less, they're paying $1,000 or more. The ones that are paying less, because I do have a couple, those are people that are friends. Those are people that are in niches that are friends. They're like, hey, can we try this out? And it's just a niche I didn't know. And again, it's a personal relationship type of a thing. These are people that I sold years and years and years ago, 2019. Those are the people where like, I didn't even know what I was doing and I somehow got lucky and got a flat fee deal and they're still paying me, go figure. And I undersold these deals. But even at $500 a month or $700 a month, and my lowest at this point is $1,000 a month, you do the math, okay? You get this sucker ranked, you get the GMB going, and if that doesn't make any sense to you, don't worry, I didn't know what that was either. I'm talking about the Google local, but you get this thing ranked and you get this pumping out leads. You get a business owner, you get a credit card on file, you charge them $250 a week at the minimum, and you collect 90 to 95% margins. And I'm not making that up. I have got multiple sites where I am literally making over 90% profit. Like, show me a business that's recurring. Show me a business you can do from anywhere. Show me a business that you can make money while you sleep. Show me a business that allows you to have an asset attached to it, okay? And show me a business you can make 95% margin on a deal, okay? Actually, I lied to you. There's one more thing because it just came to my mind. You're gonna have to factor in your Stripe fees, okay? Or your credit card processing, because I do not do invoices. I do not do, hey, send me some money. I know you're gonna save a little bit of money, getting a Venmo, getting a PayPal, cool. I want scalability. I want to not think about it. I want money to hit my account and I'm willing to pay the 3%, okay? So you are gonna have 3% fees there. So you're probably talking about 90% is what you're looking at. Insane, okay? Now, let me tell you this really briefly. The way that I sell the deals is I actually sell the deals up front before I build. So I'll go, and what I do is I run a few bucks of ads and I push traffic to a landing page. I get the deal, I get the credit card, and then I tell the business owner, okay, cool, I'm gonna keep pumping these leads to you and I'm gonna be building a website in the background. And so I have all those costs, and then what I do is I've got another additional cost of Google Ads. So, and I will run up to $600 per month because that's $20 per day, that's my max. So if you do 600 plus the other 50, so my max. So if I pre-sell a deal, I'm spending up to $650 per month on $1,000 per month deal. But do the math. I'm still profiting 35+% from day one. And that's if I never rank. That's if my website never hits. That's if I don't even build a website. And if I don't even build a website, then I don't have to pay for any of those other costs other than the tracking number, okay? So for me, from day one, I'm making 35% plus. And then the game is I'm gonna use their money, the business owner's money, to build my asset, to rank my asset. And then what happens is as the organic leads start to come up, as they start to improve, so they start to increase, I can lower the ads. And so my profit only gets higher, okay? Day one, my profit is the lowest it's ever gonna be because I pre-sell. And slowly, as the organic kicks in, I slowly lower the ads and lower the ads and lower the ads, and eventually I can shut them off and get to that 90% profit margin. Guys, I'm not joking. This is the most freaking sane business model ever. I always joke with the people that I teach and coach, and I say, hey, one of these days we're gonna get figured out. One of these days people are gonna come and say this shit is illegal. Guys, go get in. This is incredible. And I wouldn't say this if I didn't make my money from this business. If I didn't, all the investments that I own, the home that I'm sitting in, all of the things, the phone that I'm using didn't come from the money I made doing rank and rent, I wouldn't be telling you it's such a great business model. I have gotten my friends into it. I've gotten family members into it. I have gotten anyone that comes to me. I had a friend the other day, he said, hey, I just retired. I'm looking to make a little extra cash. What do you recommend? I said, I know exactly what you should do. Do this, okay? It's the best business model on the internet and the profit margins are fat.